Hello, everybody. I just want to say Happy New Year's. 2024 ends in about an hour. There's a Discord live stream. But I'm kind of just doing my own stream on YouTube. So, don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do. Other than just do stuff. Like maybe play a few games, like rooms games. I'm probably gonna play. What should I play? I don't know what I should play. Also, I doubt anyone's awake by now. But it says that only one person's watching, so I don't know who's watching, but they're probably one of the guys that stay up until midnight. I'm gonna stream for about an hour. By that time, it will be New Year's. So I'm gonna make a joke saying that this whole stream lasted an entire year. It obviously didn't. It's only going to last about like 2 hours. Maybe just 1.5 hours. I don't think I'm going to stay up until 1 in the morning. Like, I think I said in the last live stream I did, I said I was going to, I forgot what I was going to say. I said that I was going to stream for like 2 hours, starting at 11, ending at 1. Anyways, I'm going to play Omega Rooms because I don't know what else to do. This is kind of my way of celebrating New Year's. It's just streaming into New Year's. Couldn't move? I can't move. Oh, I was pressing the E key. I thought I was pressing the W key. So the I section's still not finished. And I don't really look at the D section often. I just often play the A section. So we're going D section this time. Also, next update, A320 will finally be fixed. It's currently glitched right now because he currently... Cow, that was unexpected. I thought that was going to be D3. That is RKE3. He just disappears afterwards. There's no entity separate the sound barrier, so I'm just... My headphones are they working right? I'm not sure if they're working right. Next is D7. I made an official entity, not canon. This is D7, by the way. This is D7's room. You can obviously say this is quite small for a cat that size. Which is probably why in the next update I'm going to make D7 way smaller. Just so that the cat toy, or the cat tree, makes it look more realistic. So D13 spawned. So this is D13. TD13 is one of my favorite entities to like do experiments with because it's the only one that opens doors. I mean, D13 also opens doors, but it's just slower. Oh, and my friend made a little bit of a crucial mistake. The D section is the exact same length as the A section, 500 doors. So A section 500 doors. Every section is 500 doors. I mean, the F section technically right now is infinite. But that's just because I'm too lazy to make the I section right now. But the I section will be hoping in the 2.0 update. But that's not going to be for a while because I barely update this game anymore. But I'm updating it pretty soon. It's going to be after. It's going to be shortly after New Year's. So, shortly after New Year's, there's going to be a new update. It's basically just small things. It's a small update. It's basically fixing a crucial bug with A320 and I can't remember what the other thing was. Oh, adding a new add-in entity. It's pretty insane, by the way. It's when you spawn 100 A489s at once. It's called 100-49, 100-49 if you don't really know it. But yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about Mega Rooms updates when this game just does not get attention. I feel like it gets the attention it kind of deserves. I mean, this does have like 900 visits. I didn't say widgets. Sometimes I stutter and say random words that aren't even real. I think not too long ago, I think it was today. It was either today or yesterday. I said fitching instead of fixing. But yeah, sometimes you say ch and not s. I mean, it's called kind of like tongue twisting and stuttering. Tongue stuttering, I don't even know. That's D13. Oh, and also I'm not making a D160. Just so you know, I'm not making it in that way D160 can spawn in the A or F section. If you want to spawn in the A or F section, too bad. It's gonna be broken. I don't feel like putting a random TV position like 30 and like I think it's only like 12, 13 rooms. D60's on, by the way. There's D60. D60's, I think one of D60's faces got moderated. Dang it, D3. Sometimes D3 can just sneak up on you. The later it is, the worse it is, because D3 now speeds up, which can make it really hard for you to detect him. Anyways, I'm just going to talk about a few of the past updates and some of the biggest ones. So I think in Alpha 1.4 is when A0 sound got added. And I think in Alpha 1.3, A15, A50, and A15, A50, and A125 all got easier. They got nerfed. A50 is not its name anymore. It got changed in the 1.8.4 update. Also, I removed A5 twice. I think it's the second time I removed this. Maybe it's the only entity that I've removed. It's the only entity I removed twice. One time it was in the renames because I didn't know what to rename it to. But I decided to just say, you know what? There's only going to be like small clutter. Oh, and it's going to be the 1.8.5599 update now because the 1.8.6 update is what I plan to add like 4 new entities. 3 of those entities Actually, no, it's just 3 entities. But 2 of those entities have pretty complicated mechanics I can't really do. Which is sad, unfortunately. But I've been streaming for about 10 minutes now. Let me check if anyone said anything. Not yet, but it just started. D90. I mean, I technically, my run already technically ended. I died to D3 earlier. If you didn't see it. So, I'm basically just going to get to day 100 and then I'm going to call it. And I'm going to start messing with a few admin indices now. There's a few admin indices I want to show. And here's day 100. Fun fact, D100 was glitched at some point and some of the numbers got mixed up. So it just basically had no time for you to hide and it took kind of long for him to check lockers and I didn't want to do that. Now I'm going to type in a few admin indices. One of them is B90. B90 just sits there. It just does nothing. It kind of... It's basically just A20 except with no noise and light. It basically is supposed to catch you off guard. So, basically, yeah, I think I should give it a jump scare just for fun. So, it's kind of like a Scarrow. If you don't know what a Scarrow is, it's basically an entity that was in the Halloween update. It was due to a bug. There's also B60. B60 takes a minute. But there's a B60. It's not blue or purple. It's actually teal. It's that color. That's B60 right there. It's lower pitched. There's also a B12. A B19. It was broken for a little bit, but now it's fixed. This is B19. Then there was B40. And I think that was about it. Or I think that was it. Actually. But this is B19. Actually, I'm gonna guide myself. Here's B40. It's not what you think. It's not the one with... B12's over there. Kind of see him. There's B12. B12. And then there's B205. I never removed the H variants, so we have H205. This is H205. The H variants have a jump scare. At least that one does, but it's just because I used, it's because that H205's jump scare was used. I just didn't bother to change it. But who knows, maybe in the next Halloween event I'll change it. There's also HD3. All this happened in Halloween events, so you can't really see them anymore. HD11 has one of its variants, kind of like a D150 ripoff. I didn't really realize that at first until someone commented it, and I was like, yeah, you're right. And also, it's kind of confusing. Like, why would someone want to be a cat for Halloween? I mean, I think it sort of makes sense with the vampire stuff, but I don't think it makes sense with the cat. I don't think there's many people out there that want to be a cat for Halloween. I think they choose to be like a superhero or something. Also, this is not individual tile floors. This is actually a texture. But it used to be an individual tile floors before I changed it. And also the room generation was broken, so... And it was supposed to be 115 because I changed its name, and now it's this. Its name is just not changed in the code. I'm also temporarily removing it because it's going to get a new mechanic. So G2. I'm going to make a new mechanic for... That's A, not F. This is F190. There's 90. Has a TH jump scare because it's lazy. I just don't bother to put in the jump scare. But yeah, we got all the splits here. There's actually a red one, but it's just so fast and so subtle that you can't even see it. But maybe I could still see it at some point. Carol 190 uses the exact same scripts as A80. So that means that they all have a stretch. And I didn't really intend it. Yeah, that guy's fast. Also splits faster. Use the same code for a 25's jump scare. It's pretty hard to hear what's going on. But I'm going to spawn in F220. F220 just is supposed to fit like creepy vibes. Like imagine it's midnight and you see this thing coming towards you. Bad way to start the year. Bad way to start the year. 298. Something that is very weird is that it's actually related to F16. Oh, also, F16 is finally going to get changed. F16 had this look on him for about 2 months. Like 2 months now. He's still traumatized from the Halloween event. But I'm going to revert it back soon, so don't worry. There's also an A16. A16 kind of resembles Happy Man in a way. I don't know what my favorite... I just got a question in my head. I was like, yeah, I think I should answer. But what is my favorite update on Mega Rooms? I'm not 100% sure. Not the biggest update, but which one was my favorite? I don't really know. I honestly don't know what my favorite update was, but I do know what was the biggest, or what is going to be the biggest anyways. So yeah, I did kind of spoil the I section when it's going to come out, but I'm not going to tell you what's in the I section yet. You're going to have to wait, unfortunately, so... And this came out way sooner than I thought it would, and that makes me quite happy. A125 probably has the loudest jump scare. This is how loud it is. Also, I almost changed A144's sound, but I didn't like how it sounded because I was used to the old sound. It was like ugly screeching noises. You're gonna hear it in a second. Just about now. There it is. Then there's A460. It's canon, but it's an admin entity. It can't spawn. Oh. Those have the same sound. The same sound. It is just the screeching and the screaming. Finally, a 460 despawned. I thought you'd never despawn. Oh, whoops! I accidentally spawned in another A460 out of A144. I'm just trying to get you to listen to its screeching noise. It's really annoying. Really awful sound. In the sound change, its pitch got lowered. But I ended up scrapping that because I didn't think it sounded nice. It did not sound pleasant. I mean, it did kind of sound better, but it wasn't what I was used to because I kind of got used to the annoying screeching noise eventually. So there's no one, still no one. Also, you're about to see why I removed A5. It's because she's bugged. And her face is not rendering for some reason. And I don't know what is causing this. But I think it's just because of the script not working right. It's not showing it, so I think I should try and fix it. And that way it fixes. And then I can re-add A5 with a whole redesign and all. An overhaul, kind of, as well. Scarrow. Unfortunately, Scarrows don't spawn in the current room. They spawn way back. It's like door 2-ish or something. It's like door 2 or 3. That's when they spawn. That's always when they spawn because that's kind of how it goes. Or that's how it just... That's just how it happened. Scarrows were never intentional, but just a random thing that jump scares you out of nowhere is just... Oh, I think I should got myself. But this is a Scarrow, for anyone wondering. Oh, Someone's knocking. That wasn't knocking. That was coming from my window. I'm a little bit scared. Go away. Oh, it's fireworks! Why are they popping in such a rhythm? I thought I heard knocking on my window. I was like, what the heck is that? But it's actually fireworks. In my time zone, the New Year's is going to be in like half an hour, so... Yeah, 2024 is only going to last about half an hour. And people were like, oh my gosh, 2024 is going to end in like 3 months? That's so quick. Now it's going to end in 30 minutes. Roughly 30 minutes. At least. Is it TD13? Yep. I always know the sound of TD13. Oh, and speaking of that, I have a new thing I'm working on. It's basically just a little bit of a spin-off of Omega Rooms. It's kind of like... It's like an Omega Rooms spin-off. It's just Omega Rooms, but I just changed one thing about it. There's like one of them that's like, Omega Rooms by admin entities can spawn. Omega Rooms, but Omega Rooms, but it's the Fuzz section. Omega Rooms, but it's All Stars, which is Omega Rooms Plus. It just has a lot of entities. And I think there's another spin-off of Omega Rooms. But there is one version I made for fun, and it's called Omega Rooms, but TD13 spawns with every entity. So every entity that spawns, TD13 spawns with it. Kind of just trying to hide all the code. I'm just trying to hide all the things that are kind of getting in the way, so... Unfortunately, this is kind of how big I can get it in the studio. I'm gonna share my whole screen, and that way you can see it, but this is what it is. It's this thing in the studio. There's so many tabs open, but this is what it basically is. So I think I should change its title. But did it just crash? Never mind, it didn't crash, but it is currently not loading. There we go, now it loaded. I don't know why it took so long, though. A132 finding sound. So basically, as soon as an entity spawns, TD13 is also going to spawn. See? This right here is T0. New T0 used to be yellow, but now it's teal. Oh gosh, there's now like less than half an hour. My volume is way lower. Let me turn it up a little bit. When you get beyond door 200, when you get to A226, that's when you basically can't really play anymore. Oh, look. But eventually there's going to be so many entities that you can't keep up with all the TD13s. So I'm basically just playing like this, but you're a god. You basically just can't die. That was A11. A11 spawned. I also want to make its jump scare last longer, and that way it matches up with the sound better. Or cut off the sound, and that way it matches up better. Sometimes I'm like, man, why isn't Omega Rooms getting popular? But I think it gets the popularity it deserves. It's not really too high effort. The Skeptical Rooms is definitely underrated. It's pretty high effort. It was made by one of my friends. He always says that he barely put any effort into the Markable Rooms and Interminable Rooms Expanded, and those got very popular. And as I was saying, he's been saying that that Demarkable Rooms and all was getting really popular, and so was Interminable Rooms Expanded. I don't know what caused Demarkable Rooms to grow in popularity, but Interminable Rooms Expanded was pretty obvious. Like, everyone is a fan of Interminable Rooms. They'll play the expanded. They'll play any expanded version. Like an expanded version of Interminable Rooms. I don't want to play that. I mean, interminable, not interminable. Sometimes I pronounce that wrong. I just pronounce it wrong because when I first saw the word, I thought it was pronounced interminable. I was like, okay, so this is called Interminable Rooms? But no, it was interminable. It got deleted, permanently discontinued. Same with Rooms Low Detailed, got cancelled. I mean, when IR and IR 200 players was gone, I was like, well, at least there's still Rooms Low Detailed. Well, now Rooms Low Detailed is also gone, so all we can play now is basically just random fan games. They just don't feel the same as Interminable Rooms and stuff, because like Omega Rooms, it doesn't have the same quality. Like, there's a few differences about it in Interminable Rooms. There's differences between every Rooms game. The most notable is like all the entities. Unless someone just copies your game and then they just steal all of your entities. But to be fair, I think I might get a little... I don't know if I'll get much hate because it's like kind of dead by now, but the creator said that the scripting was atrocious and it was a big mess. So I think that he thinks that. So I think that he thinks that the game is overrated. And that could be the case. There are a few bugs. And I do mean bugs. Not those little like insects crawling around your house everywhere. It's worse. It's basically when things don't work right. And plus, it got pretty popular. It didn't get so popular. I don't think it was popular with the... My volume is still too loud. I guess 2 is gonna have to do because 1 is too quiet. But okay, now it's just A60 that was loud. But I think 4 is gonna be the best. At least when I'm talking. So basically, Interminable Rooms. I mean, I think that Zvarden thinks that it's overrated, but I could be wrong about that. And then I don't think he had any intentions to make it go popular. In fact, I think you should try out the original Rooms. Just like how you should try out the original credit box. It's not just the mods. The original credit box exists too, so why not just go try it? I'm probably going to try it next year. Yeah, that was a bad joke, but still. You get it. The weirdest part The weirdest part about A77, it has a male in its jump scare. In its jump scare, A77's jump scare sound is like some dude screaming. But A70, it's not just that sounds ugly. It's just that A77 isn't a dude. Surprisingly. Surprising fact of the day. That's a 90. It used to be a 50. Swap mechanics with a few. So are there going to be more? I'm going to get to the point where I'm ahead of the TD13s and then I'm far, far behind them. It only happens basically after all the entities just start spawning and all. Like, they all spawn more constantly. Also, TD13 also spawns from, like, clones and stuff. Oh, and in the moving script of A320, I actually figured out what was causing it. It had a spawn menu 5, and I removed that, so it kind of made the code freak out, so I think it caused it to not despawn. I'm going to test it now, but it's going to cause a lot of TD13s to spawn. But I'm going to spawn an A320 and turn my volume down to 0. Because, actually, I'm going to turn it down to 1. But A320 spawned. He's going to be here any minute now. There it is. Oh, in the other room. Okay, now it's doing its thing. Before it wasn't going back and despawning like it was supposed to. It kind of just stayed in the same place. It wasn't supposed to do that. It was supposed to go back. And I didn't want that. I wanted it to behave like it. Okay, fixed A320. Now it works properly. Now it doesn't freak out. Now it doesn't spawn like a trillion. That scared me like half to death. Dude, why is this guy still here? This guy's still here checking lockers. Unfortunately, the ATMs... I think I should say ATM 320s, but those entities don't despawn. I think I could change the name. I could change the name to, like, TAM, but then it's just TAM 320. Or I could just say MAT 320, MAT. That'd kind of be funny. It'd be pretty funny. It's a funny bunny. Oh, that's a new entity. Oh. Oh, and yes, the original TD13s. Oh! We have T60. I have an idea. What if I made a TD13 and with every T variant it spawns that instead? So. Oh, that's not really pleasant. Awards for the world's loudest jump scare. And the world's loudest spawn sound award just kind of goes to A110. I'm trying to find a room with a bunch of tables in it. Let me try and find one before this one has 2. Let's see. Nope. No tables. 3. 1. Came back and there's 0 in here, so pretty pointless. Okay, this has 3. I think Thank you for opening the door for me. I guess TD13 is kind of a kind gentleman. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 tables in here. So maybe there's a room with more, but this is currently the one I want. That's A11. That's not what I want right now. Okay, now I need to find a room with tables in it. Tables in it. This is just one table. This is the same room. Yeah, this is the room I wanted. Unfortunately, one table in the next room. Oh, there's 5 tables in this one. I guess this one will have to work. Also, yes, these are... I guess he's gonna delete them. Oh, door open. Oh, there's only one table in here. Okay, so there's a lot of chaos going on. GD13s are spawning. Kind of out of nowhere. This has 5 tables. Is it 125 not here anymore? I don't think so, so I'm just gonna spawn it again. Also, I'm gonna show you. So, Lily is A5. I'm gonna spawn in Jake. It's T11. But just because my name was T11 in the past does not mean that it's actually my name. Waiting for it. Nope, that's A1. That's not what I wanted. There's T11. It was the purple entity. Thanks, that would have jump scared me. A90 is gonna pass by from... See, there's A90. That's Kieran. It kind of sounds like Karen, but I don't even care. Thomas is A60. Carl's A287. Jackson, you already saw Jackson. He's A320. I'm going to show A287 real quick. You know A60 already. I'm not spawning it. Also, thankfully, changing his mechanic soon. A287's mechanic, because so far it's just the same as A263's mechanic. Also, gosh, I'm falling behind pretty far. I'm going to put my volume way low. I think they reached 158. Or maybe not. You're still checking lockers. Yikes, that's a lot of lockers. Oh, there's a 125. There's a 158. He splits into 2. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna keep this room open. Dang it. I mean, there's still one locker in here. That's the fridge, but still. This is A80. That made 2 entities. That made 2 entities. I think 2. My eye hurts. Oh! 2024 is gonna end in about like 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Like 10-ish, 12 minutes now. But it's getting there. It's gonna end soon. I felt screen shake, but I don't know what entity it was from. Couldn't have been A170, right? There's A125 again. Another door knocked down. I'm just gonna get to A226 and then just... You can see how... Because A226 spawns in like a bunch. And I do mean a bunch when I say a bunch of its minions. It spawns in so many that you can't even keep up with TD13 anymore. Yep, just opening the door. A158 again. Got A60. Why does its first face remind me of the face from Skeptical Rooms as well? Yep. So... $10 minutes until 2024. It's at least in my time zone. For some of you, it's going to be like January 2nd or something. Next one is A205, thankfully. Then it's A226, and that's when the nightmare begins. It's getting to the point, actually it always has been the thing, where TD13 is always first. Unless the entity is light speed. A170. It's going to be pretty hard for me to get A170 in the band because, yeah. Also, if I didn't change the names, that means the nightmare would have started happening right now. But luckily, that's not going to happen for like another 20 doors. But now it's 11:51 p.m. on a Tuesday. So these are going to be the last 10 minutes. The last 9 minutes of 2024. Sorry, I got distracted, but the last... That's A205. A205 has name script, so that's why he follows me. Oh, this has a lot of lockers. And blue lockers. Even more blue lockers, actually. You kind of have a checking, buddy. Yeah, all these people are gonna have a lot of fun checking those lockers. Have fun with those. I'm just gonna move on. Cow, another A60. Let me go check up on these locker checkers over here. I think this guy's just heading back. I'm not 100% sure. I think he's heading back now. Yep, he's probably heading back. There's DD13, so there's a few of them, actually. Yep, and I think, yep, you're done checking and you still have a bit to go, so. Anyways, time to move forward. Stop being distracted. Let's move over to the nightmare. It's gonna be in 10 doors. Okay, now it's gonna be in 10 doors. Sometimes I round numbers. What if they broke the workroom door? That kind of slowed their progress down. But the nightmare's about to begin. That's a 41. That's a 170. And that's DD13. Three twos. Doesn't feel the same as 3 threes. Okay. Just someone open the door. Just someone open the door for me. There goes a 125. And soon enough, the nightmare will begin. This is kind of like Omega Rooms, but the entity count is most likely over twice as much. Yep, there's TD13. There's the nightmare. You can obviously tell that they're based off of A278, but I didn't intend that. It's probably because my friend reminded me of it and kind of gave it a mechanic. But this is where the TD13s start flowing, because with every minute, not every minute, every minion, there is a new TD13. Yep, it's all starting to slow down. Oh, and you can still see that its split particles are green. I'm gonna fix that soon, so you can just see all the TD13s now, and they are opening doors right now. They're gonna start making it to the D section eventually. As you can see, everything is starting to slow down because of how many minions there are. But you can just see how fast I'm falling behind. A263 spawned. Oh, and A263 has a new jump scare frame. It's now scarier. In fact, I think one of my friends are saying that A263 should be removed because it's not scary enough. But I kind of get a little bit scarier. Ran into 263. A205 again. Alright, I think it's about to happen. But it's about to be the new year. On the clock down below, Wednesday of 2025. I think it's going to happen 3, 7, 6, 4. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen in like 1 minute. Less than a minute, actually. $12 a.m. Oh. And just like that. 12 a.m. Nope. 12 a.m. Nope. 12 a.m. It's 12 a.m. now. 12 a.m. And just like that, 2025 has now begun. Yay! Confetti. I don't know where the confetti emoji is. Confetti. It's this one. Happy New Year's. Aren't you just so happy entities? I imagine them all saying, yeah, we're all pretty happy. Well, we're not really happy with all the chaos going on. But yay, now it is 2025. Just want to say Happy New Year's, everyone. Unfortunately, tomorrow I had to go back to school now. So yeah. Well, now you can say that I've been streaming for a full year. But if there's actually a stream that actually goes on that long, yeah, there's no way there's actually going to be someone that streams for a full year straight. Is that even possible? Probably not, but still. Yeah, it's getting to the point where I can't find the TD13s anymore. Well, there's 372. That was a 410. Oh great, another A225 spawned. Is the party finally over? I think the party's finally over. Nope, still going. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Oh, way to these sections then? Maybe. There's the minions again. Didn't see them in quite a while. I think I got a text. Yep, just as I suspected. And now that means throughout the entire decade of the 2020s, we are and just like that, 2025 begins. And that's the end of a whole generation. A new generation begins. And yeah. Well, 2024 was not really my year. Some bad things happened. I ended up failing art miserably. But hey, I don't have major anger issues. I didn't really care that I lost. Like, I didn't really care that it just, didn't really do much. I also think it's still going. I feel like the entities stopped spawning. Just all of a sudden. Also, now all the entities are underneath me because of a bug. I can hear them all. See, they're all underneath. They're all underneath. Even underneath the, But I think at this point, I think they reached the D section, so I don't think... So that's probably why there's no entities spawning anymore. Also, if you're telling me to fix minor imperfections in my game, I'm not going to do it. I don't know how to fix it. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to deal with the minor imperfections. So... I don't think I really win because... I don't think I really win the first stream of 2025 ever because I think because of time zones, someone might have gotten to 2025 before me and, you know, but still, it's almost global. That means everywhere is almost. Oh, I hear some entities, but they're underneath. I'm just gonna no clip. I'm gonna no clip, and I'm gonna show if there are all the entities over there. But you can see those guys are way underneath and also going backwards. But yeah, you can see all the minions underneath are all going backwards. I have no clue why are they so under. They are way below the map. But hey, at least this is like a faster way of getting there. And right here's the D section. See, now all the entities are despawning. Speed 100. Okay, it slowed me down. I don't know what the current room is, but I'm just gonna reset character and then unknown clip and then clip. I said unknown clip. Why did no clip threw me through? So God, oh, yeah, so I'm basically just D37. That's how far all the D13s got. So if you get to A226, you're probably going to end up in the D section. But before I fixed A120, I think you probably might have gotten to the F section even. So who knows? Maybe it will. Oh, 2 entities spawned at once. I'm just gonna spawn in A226 for absolutely no reason, and I'm gonna spawn in A320. I'm basically just doing this. What if I spawn in, like... No, I don't think that F-190 will work. Oh wait, D115. I mean, D115 is kind of just as efficient as, like A158 and all. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for this stream. Happy New Year's, everyone. Hopefully 2025 goes great. And yeah, I will see you later.